Welcome back to the warm-up where I give you my personal opinion on NBA news every single week. Yesterday, big games, big debuts. Bro, we had Victor Wembanyama and Derrick Lively were both debuting. Mavs Spurs, and we had Scoot Henderson play against the Clippers. He was debuting. And we'll talk about both of those games here. But Wemby, he looked great. He had a rough start. He had 4 fouls going into the fourth quarter. Had a 5th foul in the fourth quarter. Pop sat him, came back, went on the tear. His first 2 NBA points, or his first 2 NBA buckets were 3-pointers. Just like, dude, you're 7'4", 7'5". It was impressive, but it was a little bit of a slow start. I think the fouls are going to be something that's going to be hard for him to kind of get over. He's kind of, when you take up so much space, bro, you're just hitting people, you're reaching in, you're going up, you're blocking. He's asked to do so much on defense, and he's so good and capable of doing those things. But it's so interesting to see that, like Jaren Jackson, he's fouling, So, but Derrick Lively played extremely well. Derrick Lively. So Wemby had 15 points, 5 rebounds. Derrick Lively showed out with 16 points and 10 rebounds with some, Kyrie and Luka had some lobs to him. He had some dunks. He had some putbacks. He was exactly the kind of player that they needed on this team. He was a great screen man, rolling to the rim, collapsing defense, amazing defensive anchor, blocks all over the place, just contests. He's so long, not as long as Wemby, but he did pretty good at containing Wemby to 15 points. Especially with all those fouls and stuff. But man, going back to Victor, I've never seen a player, except for LeBron, that when Luka is on the court, my attention is not on that player. It's on. I forgot Luka was even playing for a little bit, and he was playing good. Luka had 33, 10, and 13. He had a triple-double in 34 minutes. But Victor, with kind of just an average to okay game, I forgot about Luka and Kyrie entirely, and those are 2 of the most polarizing players in the past 20 or so years, or even in the history of the league for that matter. And it was a close game. I was watching the first part of the game, went to halftime. I had both games recorded, so I was bouncing back and forth. Went to the Clippers game, watched that till halftime, watched back, and I was like, oh, this is a close game. Final score for Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs, 126-119. But yeah, dude, Derrick Lively looks really, really good. I know the commentators, JJ Redick and Richard Jefferson, flipped that around, were talking about, he's like, JJ, would you take Derrick instead of Wemby? And JJ just was silent, literally did not even respond. Because it's good, and we need to chill out in terms of NBA media being like, yo, Derrick Lively's better than him because he scored more points than him or rebounds. No, he had a better debut, probably. Derrick Lively did, but it doesn't mean that Victor's not good. That doesn't mean that at all. And so I really enjoyed Derrick Lively and what he brought to the table. I thought this Mavs teams were going to be really good. I thought that Wemby and the Spurs, he gives the Spurs life, dude. Jeremy Sohan's out there. Keldon Johnson's out there playing well. Devin Vassell's out there playing super well. Even Chetty Osman's looking good. They got some good players. And I think he's a great glue guy for them. He's amazing. You had 7 Spurs score. You had 7 Spurs in double figures. That was just, I was extremely impressed with them. Devin Vassell especially, kid could shoot the lights out. And Jeremy Sohan started a point guard today. That's a move. I don't know. I think that's a good play. Tall. If he can do it, he can do it. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Point guard. What is he, 6'8", 6'9"? Kid's athletic. They play really, really good defense. I like Victor not in the center spot. They got Zach Collins there. Zach Collins is good, pretty decent, And so being able to have Wemby not in that center spot and being able to move around a little bit more, and especially on offense, is really, really nice. So, but I think the Spurs they'll make the play-in and maybe make the playoffs. I don't think they'll be at a top 6 pick, lock. Mavericks, they look really good too. I don't know. Spurs are 0-1. Mavericks are 1-0. I wouldn't count that a loss for the Spurs though. That's a really good first showing for that whole squad, especially because they were one of the worst teams, bad last year. They were so bad. They almost shot Pop into retirement. But moving on, we got Scoot and his debut. That, oof. It was rough for that boy. That was a little tough for him. But the Clippers was a hard matchup, especially the commentators the whole time was talking about, like, oh, Scoot looks up to Russ, and he's playing against Russ this first time. Russ bodied, bro. Russ showed out. 11 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds. That was impressive. Clippers look really deep. Blazers are just there, bro. I don't know. Like, they lost by 12. Scoot, what did Scoot have? Scoot Henderson in 36 minutes, 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Not the greatest showing. Wasn't bad. He was like 0 for 5 to start in the first or second quarter. I can't remember when he got his first bucket, but it was a minute. He was taking shots, though. You just got to keep shooting. If it's not going in, one day it's going to keep going in, and that's just, if you're just shooting, it's going to go in, right, eventually. So Paul George, good show now, 27 points, 6 assists. Yeah, dude, the Clippers look really, really, really good. First 6 points for the Clippers were dunks. First, it was a Kawhi dunk off the inbound. Next, it was a Russ dunk off a pass from PG. And then Russ to PG, just a freaking laser down to PG for a dunk. And then we had a Kawhi 3. And then it was like breakout dunks after that. I think we had the first 20 points. We must have had like 6 or 7 dunks in there. Like, it was crazy. So, really good defense. Overall, Robert Covington got in the lane. Bones Highland was there. Norman Powell's hitting shots. Mason Plumlee's getting rebounds. Zubac is 20 points, 12 rebounds. And like, once again, this is like the epitome of my team. Like, if we stay healthy, we will win it all. Like, that team is, Russ looks really good. Extremely positive influence just around everybody. Everybody seems a lot lighter when Russ is on the court. PG looks lighter. He looks healthy. Kawhi looks phenomenal. Kawhi had 23 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds in less than 30 minutes. Like, all these guys look really, really, really good. And the defense, they're switchable. A bunch of wings who can guard everybody. We got youth and KJ Martin. Bones Highland looked really good. Kobe Brown looked really good for a little bit. It's just, we got some players, dog. And so, if this team can stay healthy, we will be in the finals this year. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. If there's no injury, if we're playing 2K, injuries off, the Clippers are a finals team this season. I don't see anybody in the West beating them. Suns are not deep enough, and the Clippers have as much firepower. I'm going to say that. They have as much firepower as the Suns do, just because of the bench. You got Kawhi, PG, and Russ. And then off the bench, you've got like Nick Batum and Norman Powell. Norman Powell might be 6th man of the year. So we're going to see how this ages. I don't normally say this every single year with the Clippers. I don't start out being like, oh my gosh, we're going to be so good. Like, obviously when we got Kawhi and PG that season, I'm like, dude, we're going to be so good. But like, now, this is the best showing I've seen of this team. Granted, it wasn't against the best opponent. You got to understand that. Blazers are hot garbage. They suck. And I think that's gonna sit well with NBA fans. People are gonna understand that because they're just not good. They're not good. Players are good. The hodgepodge of Malcolm Brogdon with the Jeremy Grant and the 8-1 shot, it was just weird. And the Clippers just steamrolled them and then kind of gave up and let the lead come back. But overall, Clippers look phenomenal. Yeah, dog. So now that the season starts, I'm going to be doing a lot of NBA content consistently. I'm going to have this thing every Monday or every Tuesday, every Monday or Tuesday. Like, you know how there's like the all NBA team where it's like 5 players, like 2 guard, 2 forward, 1 center. I think they changed that low key, but I'm going to be doing that for each week. So since the league started on a Tuesday, next Monday, it'll be Tuesday to Monday, I will be ranking and have my like top 5 players from that week. And I'm going to be doing that every week on that Monday. So check that out. Those are going to be up every beginning of every week, kind of recapping everything. I know Devin Booker's already going to be on there. I don't like Devin Booker that much. I'm from Phoenix. Everyone talks about him like he's like Kobe. It's like he's not that good. He hasn't won anything yet. Let's calm down. But 32 points and 8 assists. I have a video coming out about why he's their point guard and why that's a good thing. And so stuff like that. And like, I think PG is going to be on there. PG, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Like, very efficient game for PG. Stuff like that. I'll have best performances and a compilation. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to be having that consistently. So let me know what debut. I didn't watch every single game, but let me know what debuts you guys saw and that you enjoyed. Who's kind of a standout? I only talked about like the three main rookies: Derrick Lively, Victor, and Scoot, because they kind of were prominent in their names and in their performances, good or bad. But yeah, dog. Check y'all out. I'm gonna have that Devin Booker video probably next week. That'd be a good video. Then we got the all week team. I think I'm gonna go with that, the all week team, like I've been talking about. But yeah, check out the other videos I got coming up for you. It's gonna be a good time. Warm ups. It's getting warm, homie. It's getting warm. So peace out.